All right, y'all, this energy is strong today. I barely got in a prayer before it just hit me. There's a song that I channeled right before I got on. Oh, sorry. Welcome to Ancestors and Alchemists. I'll be your reader, Heather. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope this resonates. And if it doesn't, that's okay. You can go to another reading, all right? But always use your intuition. And so I got in this energy, and it feels like a sudden realization. Like it almost feels like a realization with like panic. It felt like a yearning to a source coming out. It felt like a yearning or something that is just now coming to light, I guess. All right, so we got the Four of Cups, we got the Ten of Wands, we got the Three of Wands, we got the Knight of Swords. All right, so we have the Two of Swords. So I'm not exactly sure what the deal was with that channeled mess or with that channeled song. It sounded like at first somebody was panicking. Like it was like they had like this extreme miss or like this extreme want, like, okay, well what's the other options? That's what it felt like. Like that's what it sounded like. Okay, well, let's figure it out. Well, what's the other options? Like there's got to be something here. That's what it felt like. But as I'm doing cards, which usually they wrap me around, I pulled first the Two of Swords, and that feels like it is you. But the song didn't feel like it was you. And so I feel like there's two channels coming in at the same time, but we're going to see how Spirit going to join them together, because I don't know. Do you know? Because I don't know. Okay. So we have a Four of Cups, we got a Ten of Wands, we got a Three of Wands. What's the other? So it looks like you are trying to figure out what to do in a situation, because it's the Two of Swords. And so to clarify the Two of Swords, we got the Page of Wands leading to the world, and right before that is the Three of Wands. And so it almost looks like you're trying to decide whether to stay at a place or whether to go. And it's almost like you don't know what to do, because it feels like there's equal desire for the two. And it's almost like on this decision, your frequency is more aligned with staying with whatever that old thing is. And so I'm not sure if we're talking about a job. I don't know if we're talking about like moving, although with the world, it feels like travel. Like it feels like there's, like you're gonna be doing some traveling in the future or in the near future. And the Devil. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so the Three of Wands comes out twice. First, to describe where you are, and then secondly, upright. And it's clarified by the Devil. Okay, what's the Devil? What's the Devil? This is almost asking you to remember, not to, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is almost asking you to remember that that previous thing got you nowhere. Nowhere. It put you in the Four of Cups, or it made you feel like, it made you feel over it. It made you feel done. It felt like too much work for not enough reward. And so, now Spirit saying, and so to consider staying is crazy work. I ain't say that. Yo, people said that. Get them in check. They saying to consider staying is crazy work. What's the Knight of Swords? You got somebody coming toward you. the Emperor comes out on top of the Knight of Swords, and the Emperor is facing you. And it's almost as to say, this is kind of your portal to what's next. I feel a lot of laughing in this connection. Whatever this connection is, there's like lots of giggling. There's lots of like hee. This could be same sex. It's more likely that it's just that both of you all's energies are very fluid, masculine, feminine, fluid. And this is a connection that's not going to, like, this is the connection. This feels like the one that you've been waiting for. This is also asking you to move forward in that curious kind of energy, to move forward in playfulness, to move forward in, I take myself seriously, but I don't take myself seriously. And whatever this is going to move fast. Move forward. Move forward. That's what I'm hearing. With this decision to stay where you are or to go, it looks like while you think about going back, that your team is asking you to remember that there was nothing really to go back to. This connection, it looks like it was a connection with the King of Cups, but the King of Cups sideways. It could be that you thought this was the one, and now the one got you split in two. It almost feels like he challenged your strength, or he was challenging maybe the work that you've done. This feels like healing or something. Like it was a challenge to it, but at the same time, you took that challenge and you were like, I'm gonna build on this. Cause I'm the motherfucking alchemist. I make anything work. Anything. And so you even used that. You used that opportunity to grow, to learn something more about yourself, to learn something more about other people. You use that time to reflect. That's always how you're gonna get out of this stuff. Like your ability to reflect, your ability to go over a thing, to comb that bitch out till it is detangled all the way. I don't know. I was thinking about locks. I don't know. That's what keeps you the winner. That's what is like, while at first it looked like you weren't aligned. Hold on, let me get it. You weren't aligning with the world because it was bridged by the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. And so it looked like at first you were more aligned with what was old. And it was almost as to say, there was a certain way that you saw that relationship and you looked back on it for the potential that it had. But that potential that it had was not the only thing that was that could be seen. This person did not fulfill you emotionally, whoever they were. They didn't even come close. In fact, it almost feels like in some ways you felt rejected. And it feels like whoever this person was intimidated by you, with the Strength card coming up. You didn't need them with the Four of Wands. And so even with these cards coming out, what we're seeing is maybe you don't think that you're aligned with this next chapter of life coming up as the World. I'm sorry. Nude, sorry. But you are more aligned than you think you are. You are perfectly aligned to exactly what you're about to walk in. But the thing is, you have to believe that you're aligned. It's something about the mindset that you have is in some ways programmed to detect certain things from your past. And if you take that specific programming as a key to interpret the rest of your life, then all you're going to get is what you've done versus who you are going forward. I hope that makes sense. And so this is asking you to replace that key, which is represented here as the Page of Wands in the sideways position. Replace it with the knowledge that you are fucking strong as shit. You build this shit. You create shit. You alchemize shit. You do all the shits, right? And then replace it also with, and not only do I build myself, but I build sturdy foundations for me and everybody around me. This other situation, it wasn't enough. That wasn't gonna be enough for you. And you know it wasn't, I'm hearing. And you know it wasn't enough. And you've always known it wasn't enough. Okay? Whose conversation is this? Like it's saying, your people are like standing behind me like you know, 11:01 on the timer. Like you know. And we told you. And we told you. And she been knew, I heard somebody say. But, you know, masculine, feminine, take it as it resonates. And it wasn't gonna work out. But it was going to get you over a hump, is what it looks like. It accomplished exactly that. Now, can I be nosy? What's the hump? What happened? What happened? What happened? It just looks like you were in the middle of rebuilding something. It was a period of reflection. It was a period of it could be building, it could be rebuilding, it could just be that you are just kind of holding your life together. And it was something about this relationship or this job or whatever, because it could have been a job, right? Like you were like, I just need something to tide me over until this come up. So it could have, that's kind of what it's giving. But it's not giving that, callously. Like it's giving that you were invested with the Knight of Pentacles. But also what I'm hearing is that when you invest, you do it so strategically now, especially since you've been on your healing journey, that you know when to pull and when to go forward. And this is also telling me that while you were willing, absolutely willing, wanted to invest, yeah, I can feel there's something about this energy between whatever this was, because I'm not even sure if it feels like it's relational, but it's really loose. Like it's real, it got real non-committal, especially here. It's really non-committal. Um, yeah, it looks like you were like, okay, I could see myself doing this with the Three of Wands. I can see myself investing. I could see this working. And like it feels like you came to this, whatever this thing was, with a really open heart. Like you were at a place in your healing journey where you felt like, I'm not fixing to shake my foundation anyway. That's beautiful. Like you confident about how far you've come. And so you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to accept any burdens that I can't handle right now. So cool. And I know how to put myself back together with the strength card, just in case something go left with the tower in reverse. And so it felt like this was something that you thought about. Like you considered it. You weighed the options. Should I invest or no? And you were willing to invest emotionally because you saw this person as the King of Cups. But in your travels, in your goings and comings, you realized that no, this was it seems like it was a toxic cycle, or a cycle that wasn't gonna work. Like you came to that realization that this was not, this was not gonna produce what you thought, what you hoped that it would, or you knew that it could, is what it actually feels like. And so at some point you were just contemplating it. This feels like a continuation of the story, because we have somebody charging in, and it's a Knight of Wands. So we got the Ten of Pentacles coming out in reverse. We're clarifying the Knight of Wands. Are these upside down? Not all of them. Not all of them. Okay. So something is coming in to try to confuse you. To try to confuse you and to control you. So when I first started the reading, I could see that you had an emperor coming, and you getting out of this energy leads you to that emperor. I'm also seeing, and I think in addition to, like I think these two things are happening simultaneously, a gateway to get out, but then there's also a force that's coming in, and it is the same emperor energy. Like, but this time, this energy is coming to try and control you. It looks like it's a past energy that doesn't want to get done with the cycle. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups. All these are in reverse. Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Cups, the Fool in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this ain't got, this isn't, who is this? Because I feel like they just barged in and they were not invited. It feels like a really penetrating energy. Um, invasive, intrusive. Whoever this person is, they've been watching you. So I'm surprised we didn't get the Page of Swords come out here. They got heavy fucking penetrating energy, and it almost feels like it almost feels really intrusive. This person is trying to affect your love life. I don't know who the fuck this is, but they have some heavy ass in energy, and it feels constant and it feels thick. So whoever you might have, if you know somebody that you need to do a cord cutting with, cut that bitch. If you need to, at this point, if you are a ritualist, you got it. Yeah, because that is nasty energy. And I don't think, I think even this with whoever this new person was, while it looks like this could be some of their work, especially with you coming out as a Two of Swords and they coming towards you as the Knight of Swords and the Emperor. And that this Emperor, it just mean that person wants some control. It don't mean that they like got like power like that. Not like you. Cause all of they, what is that? All of they 12 swords is coming at you and you only caught 2 of them. And the bitch of the thing is you caught the 2, and with that 2 that you caught, you learned a whole motherfucking lesson and upgraded. That's what I'm looking at. So even with, and it looks like what you're, maybe you don't want to do ritual. It looked like when they send this energy towards you, you just moving it. You're just, oh, I'm confused about something. Let me do some motherfucking shadow work. There your go-to. That's how you motherfucking fix stuff. You go do your goddamn shadow work. Look what the universe is presenting me with, an opportunity to get my motherfucking life right. And that's exactly what you're doing. You take them swords, you like, I feel something. Let me go goddamn lay down and contemplate life. Unlike this nervous bitch that ain't got nothing else to do. Nigga, you ain't got nothing else to do? You just wanna show us that your dick swing? Get out of here. Please. Over. Whatever this relationship was, it is over and done. And you're moving on. And you use that shit as a goddamn portal. They trying to affect everything and cause confusion. Earthing. But especially with the Chariot card, what we seeing is that they ain't do nothing to you. What you doing? Cool, straight. You want to do that? Got you. God is like, oh, I got them. So they gonna push all of this. My kid gonna do what they motherfucking do. They gonna get the benefit from it. I'ma reward they ass with the strength and the 4 of Wands and the happiness and the world. Them niggas fixing to be traveling. Them niggas fixing to be do our thing. Just cause you want some dumb shit? Oh, I got it. I got it. And I'm going to deliver it. And I'm going to deliver it real fast. And I'm gonna let them show you how we do it. And then I'm going to come after your ass. Play with it if you want to. Almost feel like the divine came in here and yelled at somebody. And I'm a little bit scared. So that was a little unnerving. That energy was unnerving. It was meant to make a point. Okay, point taken. We got it. Wow. And so whoever this person is that's sending an energy towards you, you're alchemizing it, and then you're turning it into your portal. And it looks like the only thing that you are missing at this moment, because you're doing all the work though, right? Like you're doing all the work. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. When life gives you lemons, you motherfucking make a lemon cheesecake. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I ain't even gonna make no lemonade. Let's do something complicated, bitch. You're like, no, I got that. I got that. 10 of Wands? Yeah, I got that. I know how to make that work. I know how to divide that bitch up. I know how to make all of it work. All of it. All of it. All of it? All of it. And here with your 10 of Wands, I usually don't do math in public, but I see 2 3 of Wands and a 4 of Wands. That's your 10 of Wands. You divide them up. You the alchemist. And it looks like one of them, like you made 2 3 of Wands. One of them didn't work out. That's all right. That's all right. Because even when I'm in the 2 of Swords, even when I don't know what to do, I know what to motherfucking do. Make that shit again. I can replicate it wherever I go. I could do whatever I want to do. You the motherfucking alchemist. And if I didn't know that before, I motherfucking know it now. Divine stepped into the room and was like, nah, I raised this one. I raised that one. That one's mine. I show up for them. And let somebody play with her again. That feel like hell to pay. Whoa. Man, this energy is solemn. Like it almost stills me internally. Like it almost feels inappropriate to talk after it. That is how your people go hard for you. They shut the room down. Stillness. Quiet. They demand it. In their face, with you, they move mountains and they mute the world just so you can walk through. Just so you can shine, just so you can thrive. Because standing and walking right behind you is everybody that came before you. The mantle, the alchemist. It's your time.